Yo, what's going on, guys? We're in the garage. Much anticipated video. A lot of you guys, I try to do this every year. We're gonna be doing my 2019 setups, sorta. I've got some, got a couple reels that I'm waiting for. The new Steez CTSV doesn't come out until probably April or May, so I won't have that one until late spring, mid-spring. We're gonna get started here. I've got all what I've got currently. I'm getting them organized. I'm getting them ready. I'm gonna be gone for a couple days this month. Just getting stuff just ready for the season. I gotta put line on a bunch of these reels and get them strung up. But this is gonna be what I'm fishing with mostly this year. First off is gonna be the Sierra 703 Micro with a Daiwa Steez A 6-3-1. I'm pretty sure this one's got 20-pound Seaguar and VizX. This one's going to be mainly used for my Omega Rapture bladed jigs and spinnerbaits. Brand new rod. Color coordinating the gray, whatever finish with the white, so I can keep everything organized in my rod locker. As you can see, every reel comes with a reel cover. Just because I'm carrying a ton of rods and reels in the locker and I don't want them to get dinged up and beat up. Protect your investment. It's a cheap investment, or it's a cheap investment for protecting high dollar reels. Most of this stuff is going to be my moving baits. This is going to be the Champion 735C, the XP, with a Daiwa Steez SV 8-1-1. This is going to be mainly my sweet beaver, flipping pitching, creature baits, probably big worms as well. Blue rod cover, 8-1-1 gear ratio. It's got the carbon handle. All my reels have the Boca bearings or upgraded bearings and carbon dex drags. If you see my other videos, my other reels. But this is going to be a great vertical flipping and pitching. This is my only, I think this is my only Champion that I'm using for vertical baits. Everything else you'll see is going to be the orange and black rods, the DXs, stuff like that. Next up is a OG Champion. This is a Champion 705 CB MF glass, 7'5" power. This is a killer square bill rod. This is probably one of my favorite square bill rods. I've got it paired with a Daiwa TDZ Eyes Pearl. This is a 5-7-1 gear ratio. It's very similar to my my Daiwa Type R Plus. I swapped out, put on a new handle. This is actually an Abu Revo handle, carbon handle with the EVA knobs. I just wanted to try it out. Awesome cranking rod. I can't sell it. This is my OG. I just got a lot of sentiment to it. We won a boat. I was fishing square bills with this rod, so it's hard for me to let go. If I sold it, I wouldn't get anything out of it really, just because I've had it for so long. So I'm just going to keep it and fish the hell out of it. And it's a phenomenal square bill rod. It is a glass rod, so there's bend, so you're not pulling the treble hooks out. It just fits, and it's just a great rod that I've had for years. Next up is my Jerkbaits special rod. This is a Champion 704 CB. This is the XP series. I've got it paired with the Daiwa Steez SV. This is a 6-3-1 gear ratio reel. Awesome jerkbait rod. A lot of guys like the 684, a little bit shorter so you're not whacking the side of the boat or the water. I just prefer the 704. A little bit longer cast. When I'm doing jerk baits and stuff, I'm not hitting the water, and I'm also kind of doing it to the side anyway. Awesome rod. I've caught so many smallmouth and largemouth on this rod. Not specifically this rod because this is a new one. It's got the soft tip. It's soft enough to where you're not pulling the bait through the water. It's kind of walking through the water. A little bit stiffer rod. When you make a jerk, it's going to rip that bait really far instead of having it just snap back and forth. That's what the softer rod will allow you to do. This is a killer jerkbait rod though. Fun. About to abuse the hell out of it when we go to St. Clair in May. Just because they always eat this jerkbaits up there. Next up, this is a Dobyns 795 swim bait. Another XP with my Daiwa Zillion HLC. Got to put line on it. I'm going to put probably 25-pound mono on this or fluorocarbon. This is mainly my swim bait and A-rig rod. Great rod all around. If you're looking for an awesome entry-level swim bait rod, check out the Fury 795. I think it's 129 bucks, and honestly, I think it's the best swim bait rod for that price on any platform. It is incredible. I just went with this because it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more sensitive. But this is going to be my rig, A-rig, and swim bait rod here in the spring, summer, fall. I'm going to use the heck out of it. I don't throw a lot of big swim baits, so this one being rated to 5 ounces, this is plenty for what I use it for. I haven't started with the big stuff, but I might jump up to like an 807, something like that. Start throwing some big mag drafts and big Megabass stuff. Another giant long rod is my Champion 805. This is the CB glass. Another awesome rod. This is going to be my deep cranking rod. Paired with my reel you guys just saw in the video I just posted with the Megabass Edo. This will be a sweet rod. I'm going to throw like 6XDs, 10XDs. I can. It's a little for the 10XDs because 10XD is a beast. It's going to be like the Duo 15A, 20A, stuff like that. Awesome rod. I actually didn't realize I ordered the CB glass rod. So it'll be interesting. I usually fish the graphite rod, but that's all right. It'll work. I'll still catch the heck out of them. And it's a little bit more forgiving. So I'm not taking, you know, craziness. So this will be a great deep cranking rod. All right, next up, this is the Dobyns Champion 736 with a Daiwa SSSV. This is the XHL with a carbon handle. This is an 8:1-to-1 gear ratio, 50-pound, or this is 65-pound smackdown braid. This is gonna be a dedicated frog rod. Absolutely love this rod for frogging and heavy slop. It's got a soft tip, but it's got plenty of backbone to horse them out of pads and grass and all that kind of stuff. I've caught so many fish with this line of rod. A lot of guys use the 735 if you have sparse cover around docks, stuff like that, where you need to skip it. A little bit easier, you're throwing lighter baits. But this, for me, all around, is an excellent frog rod. I can't wait until we start doing frogging because I'm really tired of this winter time. This is going to be my last Champion rod. This is 705 CB. Paired with a Daiwa Pixy Type R. And right now it's got a 50-pound braid because this used to be my other frog rod in my 735. I'm going to take the braid off. I don't know if I'm going to keep this reel on here. I might. This is pretty much going to be my top water walking baits. It's going to be my trap rod. It's going to be my poppers. Pretty much an overall top water, you know, moving bait kind of rod. I've used this for or heavier jerk baits, like if you're doing like DDs, +1s, +2s. I'd step up to this one instead of using the 704 because it's got a little bit more power to it. It's not going to be overwhelmed by the deeper stuff. You know, awesome rod. Now onto my vertical stuff. I've got a few of those. This is probably one of my favorite combos to throw. This is a rod they discontinued. They don't make it anymore. It is the DX701 Finesse. It's 4 to 10 pound line, 16th to 3/8, paired with my Daiwa Pixy SPR. This thing is an absolute blast. This is 4 pound Missouri hybrid. Absolute blast to fish. It's super light. It's soft because it's a 1 power, but it's got enough power in the lower section here to fight big fish. I don't know how many hundreds of smallmouth I've caught on this rod in big largemouth. It's my Ned rig drop shot rod. I don't own spinning, so I drop shot Ned rig with this rod. I've caught smallmouth up to almost 7 pounds on it. I've caught 6.5 pound largemouth. I mean, this thing is just an absolute blast. I've caught trout on it, bluegill, whatever I want. Incredible, just fun damn rod to fish. It's awesome. Great combo. So now we're starting to get into meat and potato stuff, the stuff that, these are all new HPs. This is a 745 HP full handle with a Daiwa Steez limited 25 pound Seaguar Brazex. It's got a ZPI handle on it. This has been my main jig rod for, I don't know, 10 years since Dobyns made them. I absolutely love this rod. It is an incredible jig rod. It's an incredible skipping rod, around docks, covered, whatever. It is an awesome rod. This is probably my favorite rod Dobyns came out with until those over there. Awesome sensitivity. I mean, it's just a super nice rod. It's not tip heavy. It's balanced. You know, this was my main jig rod. I had a few of these, and I've kind of trying some new stuff out this year that they had come out. So awesome, awesome combo. I'm going to use the heck out of it because you can't have enough jig rods, and I fish a ton. This is going to be my second Finesse combo. This is a DX702C with a tricked out Daiwa SSSV 7.1:1 gear ratio. It's got Daiwa J-braid on it. This is going to be my Shaky head, heavier drop shot, heavier Ned rig, my tube rig. You know, when we go to St. Clair, I'm throwing a tube a lot. I don't like switching up. I like just having all the rods on the deck so I can just pick them up and go. This is a super fun combo as well. It is 6 to 12 pound line, 1/8 to 1/2 ounce. So it kind of meets that Finesse style. Again, I got reel covers, matching orange with the DXs in the orange, just to keep everything organized in the box. This one is my meat stick. This is a 746. This is 6 power. This is 3/8 to 2 ounces. This is my big jig rod. 3/4 ounce to 1, 1 1/4. Paired with a Daiwa Steez A. This is 7:1:1 Steez A. If you've noticed, I like a lot of Steezes. I've got a ton of them. They are phenomenal reels. But this is my, 20 to 25 pound line, throwing the Omega Pro Mega 7/8, 1 ounce, 3/4 footballs, flipping around heavy, heavy cover. This is a rod I'll use. If I know I'm on a dock bite and the fish are on the bigger side, I'm going to go to this rod because I want that extra power to get them away from the dock piling, especially if I go north. A lot of stuff has muscles and all that sharp edges and stuff. A lot of its stuff is metal or just really old dock pilings. So I'm going to go to the heavier action here and throw a normal 1/2 ounce jig just so I can horse them out of the cover a lot faster and a lot easier. This is a rod that I used to own before. This is probably in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s. It's a rod I had. I absolutely loved it. I should never have sold it. I've been looking for them, and one popped up, and I had to buy it. It is not a Dobyns. It is actually a Megabass GT3 Shiryu. It is an incredible looking rod. The dragon here. Paired with a Daiwa Steez Namiki Limited. This is a 6:3:1 SV. It is spiral wrapped, and it is a square bill rod. It's 6.5 foot. The one I have was 6'8". So I'm just going to use this as a secondary square bill rod or my wake baits. It is just an awesome, just a cool freaking rod. It's beautiful. It fishes well. Paired with this reel, it's awesome. I mean, I love this rod for square billing when I first had it. And I sold all my Megabass stuff just because I had, I don't know, 20 Megabass rods and Daikos and stuff from Japan that I was worried about getting stepped on or guys breaking. I had so many guys in the boat and kids and all that stuff. So I got rid of it, but I picked one up just because. Awesome rod. I'm going to definitely use it this year, and I can't wait to get it out. Now we're getting into my Mega Structure bottom bouncing combos. These are like the pinnacle of what Dobyns sells. These are just some bad freaking rods. First one's going to be, this is a 755. This is the prototype to what is now out, the Ecstasy. I've had this rod for years. I could never really talk about it. I've got it paired with a Megabass FX68 for now. I'm probably going to stick on a Steez SV or the new CTSV on here. But for now, I've got this reel because it fits really well with this rod. I'm going to use this for jigs. I've got a lot of jig rods. I use a lot of jigs. Or this is going to be heavy shaky heads. This, you know, the next couple rods are just my super sensitive, fishing around rock and deep cover and all that kind of stuff. I wanted some really sensitive rods. The DXs are great. I've used those for years, but when they came out with these, I had to get them. This is the 794. This one's giving me my football jig rod, and that's it. Paired up with a Daiwa SSSV 7-1. Longer handle, Steez plate, because it is essentially a Steez. It's a poor man's Steez. It lacks some stuff here and there, single drag stack, all that kind of stuff. But it's the frame of a Steez. Awesome little reel. Swapped out spools. I've got the limited spool in that. But this is going to be my football jig rod just because it's a long rod. And I like tossing football jigs out deep and making long casts. So awesome. I use this all the last 5 or 6 years since I've had them. All right. I know you guys saw all the reviews. This is the first one. This is a Dobyns Ecstasy 755. Incredible rods. I took them out the last couple times I've been out. This is going to be my main jig rod. I've got a couple of them. I'm switching to these over the DX745 because I wanted the ultimate sensitivity for fishing deep offshore cover, grass, weed lines, rock, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'll use them probably mainly for everything for jigs that I've been using my DX745. This is an 8:1-to-1 gear ratio. It's got a carbon handle from the Eyes factory, 25-pound Seaguar Brazex, gray rod sleeve, and of course matching reel covers because I like to protect my Steezes. This one is another 755 with a bait sack. This is a Steez Limited as well with a ZPI spool. This one's got a carbon handle as well, matching nut to match the spool. Again, another jig rod, another worming rod. This is going to be the ultimate sensitivity. This has got actually, I think, 20-pound line on it. These rods are incredible. I felt everything with them. I mean, it's competing with like the NRXs and stuff like that, but it's an incredible, incredible rod. Up to my last one. This is the 724 with a Steez SV TWS. This is going to be my Exoswim, like 1/2 ounce to 3/8 ounce swim bait heads with the Exoswim body on it. Smaller, lighter jigs. This is going to be my ball head with a beaver on it when I go to St. Clair. This will be my smallmouth killer up here. I can throw footballs on it as well. If I don't want to use my 794, I'll go to the 724. But again, this is their Ecstasy, the Nano Graphite Steez SV. Put a little bit longer handle on it. Absolutely incredible combos. The 755 is an ounce lighter than the DX 745, so it's pretty stellar. Thin blanks. I mean, it's just an incredible, incredible combo. I'm hoping to get out next week. But that is it. That is my 2019 combos, sort of. Reels might change around. I've got a couple maybe coming. Just trying to get everything done. It's been super busy. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that thumbs up, guys. I mean, this video was killer. Hopefully. But I appreciate it. Hit the bell, the warnings, like it, subscribe. Check us out. We're going to get on the water soon. I'm going to be shooting some video. I've got some stuff in the works. Traveling and stuff, and just doing on the water stuff, like doing techniques on, you know, what I'm throwing with that. Chatterbaits, the whole setup and everything, and what I'm doing. So, talk to you guys later and have a good one.